Imagine Paris Fashion Week. The flashbulbs are popping so fast you'd think they were trying to summon lightning. Reporters are shoving microphones like they're in a rugby scrum. A black SUV rolls up. The door opens. Out steps a woman in boots, a tailored black jacket, and a smirk that says she knows your secrets and also the password to your childhood MySpace account. You clock her at maybe 40, 50 if you're feeling petty. Then she says, "Hi, I'm 77. And suddenly you're wondering if Sephora does refunds on everything you've ever bought. But wait, it gets better. On her arm, a 37-year-old boyfriend who looks like he just crawled out of a Dolce & Gabbana cologne ad. He's all jawline, 5 o'clock shadow, and the smug expression of a man who knows he's dating Cher. And that's not even the wildest thing about her routine. Because buried in her daily habits is one thing that would make half of Hollywood faint dramatically onto their Pilates mats. Here's the twist, though. Cher isn't trying to be young. She's not clinging to 20 like it's the last concert ticket to her own farewell tour. She's just Cher, a woman who has turned the concept of age into an accessory. She's living proof that you're never too old for anything, except maybe foam platform Crocs. Although honestly, knowing her, she'd bedazzle them, wear them once, and suddenly they'd sell out worldwide. Now yes, she's got genetics on her side. Her mom made it to 96, her grandma was still exercising at 72. But genes don't explain this. Cher once held a plank for 5 minutes straight. 5 minutes. That's longer than most of us hold eye contact at a Starbucks counter. And when people asked if she'd do it again, her answer was so pure, Cher, you'll laugh out loud. Spoiler, she basically said, "Why? I've already proved I can." And here's the part that should actually give you hope. She didn't start perfect. In her acting days, her on-set diet was basically M&Ms and goldfish crackers. Relatable queen. Then, in 1991, she teamed up with sports nutritionist Robert Haas, co-wrote a book, and reinvented her lifestyle. And the changes she made? They're so simple, you'll sit there wondering why you haven't done them yet. Take the great sweet potato revelation. Cher and her friend Michelle Pfeiffer discovered you can microwave a sweet potato in 4 minutes. That's it. And they never looked back. But here's the kicker. The reason she swapped M&Ms for sweet potatoes wasn't just about weight. Sweet potatoes have fiber, vitamins, complex carbs that don't spike your blood sugar like you just mainlined cotton candy. It was about energy. Cher realized if she wanted to tour, record, and occasionally break the internet, she needed fuel, not sugar crashes. Then there's the bean brigade. Lentils, pinto beans, lima beans, kidney beans, basically the entire legume Avengers. As a vegetarian, she leans on beans for protein instead of steaks, but she doesn't just throw them on a plate. She pairs them in ways that make the amino acids add up to complete proteins. Translation: beans are playing Tetris in her body, and they're winning. Meanwhile, the rest of us are eating nachos and hoping for the best. And yes, pasta. Cher eats carbs. Let that sink in. She even makes her own diva pasta sauce with olive oil, onions, garlic, herbs, and tomatoes. Simple, Mediterranean, packed with antioxidants. But here's the kicker. It's what she doesn't put in it that's the real headline. No buckets of cheese, no heavy creams, no secret chef's kiss stick of butter. Her sauce is clean, flavorful, and doesn't leave her needing a nap like she just wrestled Thanksgiving dinner. Then we've got her fruit crew. Bananas for potassium and quick energy. Papaya for antioxidants and digestion perks. Nectarines for iron absorption and general summer joy. And papaya isn't just tropical wallpaper food. Studies show it actually has anti-cancer activity. But for Cher, papaya has a bonus feature. Let's just say it keeps things moving, smoothly, like a diva on roller skates. Now the drama, the food Cher calls the worst of all. Cheese. Yes, cheese. She says it's hard to digest, high in fat, and makes her sluggish. She treats cheese like it owes her 3 months' rent. But here's the twist. There is one form of dairy she'll break her own rules for: ice cream. Not only does she eat it, she loved it so much she started her own ice cream brand. That's peak Cher energy. Hate cheese, invent dessert. And her rule about when she eats it? At night, after dinner, because she says that way you don't spiral into cheese madness all day. She's mostly off dairy otherwise, swapping whole milk for almond or oat. Alcohol? Rarely. Coffee? Never. Red meat? Not interested. And the reason she swore off coffee isn't jitters or stomach issues. It's control. Cher doesn't like being dependent on anything. If she wants energy, she wants it to come from her body, not a $6 latte. Somewhere a Starbucks barista just clutched their chest. But food is only half the story. Movement is where Cher really separates herself. She works out 5 days a week with a trainer who does not let her play the "but I'm older" card. Her motto? You have to work twice as hard as you age. Translation? Your metabolism didn't betray you, your gym shoes did. And she doesn't just lift weights. She surfs. She walks. She plays Wii tennis like it's Wimbledon. And yes, she's a Zumba devotee. She calls it kind of nerdy. But when Cher does body rolls in a Zumba class, it stops being nerdy and starts being performance art. And the reason she loves it so much? It's tied to her memory. Dance routines challenge her brain, keeping her sharp while her body burns calories. Fun detail, she has one move she refuses to do. Sit-ups. Says they're bad for your back. Instead, she does planks, balance work, and functional movements. And honestly, if Cher tells me sit-ups are canceled, I'm canceling them. Goodbye, crunches. Hello, plank-induced suffering. Cher treats her body like a business partner. If it doesn't perform, nothing else works. And she invests in it daily. But her recovery game is just as strong as her workout game. Sleep, hydration, stretching, the unsexy stuff that actually keeps you going. And yes, she swears by ice baths, the kind of thing that makes half of Hollywood faint. But Cher? She treats it like a spa day with a side of frostbite. Now, here's the real secret weapon. Mindset. Cher doesn't chase youth. She says yes to things that make her feel alive. Recording music, designing clothes, trying things that scare her, saying yes to adventures most people her age politely decline. It's the simplest anti-aging trick you'll ever hear. Say yes. If it excites you or scares you, do it. And here comes the curiosity bomb. Cher hasn't just cut cheese out of her life. She's cut 3 big things entirely. Number 1, alcohol. Even small amounts can damage DNA. She's mostly out. But the last time she did drink? Let's just say it ended with karaoke, leather pants, and a regret she will not share publicly. Number 2, coffee. Again, not because she hates the taste, but because she hates being controlled by anything. Number 3, red meat. She's swapped it for legumes. The one time she almost broke this rule, it involved a burger, a long road trip, and a smell that haunted her for weeks. The result? At 77, Cher has the energy of someone half her age and the discipline of someone who knows cameras are always lurking. And yes, she cheats sometimes. Ice cream gets a pass, but her cheat rule is genius. Save it for when it won't derail your day, which means you get the joy without the crash. So what does this mean for you? You don't need to be Cher to borrow her playbook. Swap one snack for something your body actually likes. Dance more, not because it burns calories, but because it tells your brain you're still in the game. Try one new move, one new food, one new habit, and start small. Cher's whole reinvention started in her 40s. That's right, she was still on the M&M and goldfish diet until midlife. If she can turn that into papayas and planks, you can make one change today. And here's the kicker. Cher swears there's one habit more important than diet or exercise: gratitude. She doesn't dwell on the years behind her. She leans into the ones ahead. That's the real fountain of youth, and it costs nothing. So here's your challenge. Next time you think you're too old for something, ask yourself, would Cher do it? And if the answer is yes, grab your boots, put on your best jacket, and walk into that room like you own the place. Because maybe, just maybe, your own Paris Fashion Week moment is waiting. And when someone asks how old you are, just smirk. Let them guess.